So Bitcoin coming down slightly after seeing this wick right here on the 4-hour candle. What can we expect next, and which levels do we basically need to watch in Bitcoin? Guys, that will be the topic of today's video. Let's have a look at a couple of things. I want to start off with having a look at whaleportal, because the funding rates right now, the current funding fee actually is turning positive. We had negative funding when the price went up during negative types of funding. Right here, every box is like 8 hours. So right now, when it's turning positive, it does show that we might see a little bit selling pressure coming onto Bitcoin right here in the weekend. But there was a way more interesting signal firing off, guys, and we have seen that signal over on WhaleAlerts, and that is this signal, a reversal signal. And how can we see that? If we go to the premium index right here, we can basically see that right here, actually this one, at 3 o'clock today, so 9 December at 3 o'clock, and let's go to the 1 hour time frame. That is right here. We can actually see that we had a massive reading over on the premium index. We shared this automatically, which basically shows us that we are seeing a reversal. We got a somewhat smaller signal an hour earlier, right at 2 o'clock, but the real signal with that deep shadow was at 3 o'clock, and afterwards we saw the price actually coming down. So that was quite interesting right now with the positive funding. And I just want to have a quick look at the structure of Bitcoin, and let's do that over on the Bitcoin futures chart. And what we are seeing right here, guys, is that we are still trading within this rising channel. CME futures is still open at 17,050. Coming to the bottom of the channel, we got a sell signal on Orion's belt, which basically means that it looks like we could be coming down right here, but we will be testing some interesting levels. We will be testing the support in the RSI, and we will be testing the support in the price. If we can hold this support during the weekend, and it really depends when the CME futures is going to close, because we have a couple of hours left till this chart is going to stop, because the CME doesn't trade over the weekend, right? So if it would stop right here, let's say roughly at support, for example, then of course in the regular Bitcoin chart we could maybe see some price action below, but most likely we will open at the levels where we close the Bitcoin CME futures chart today. So that is going to be an important thing to note as well. And yeah, it's whether going to be at 16.935, whether we can hold that level and can still see a bounce and see that in the relative strength index too, or whether we are going to break these levels, and then 16.7 is going to be important, because breaking above these levels will signify a further sell-off. Do I think that that's going to happen? Well, right now I want to be more reactive than trying to lean towards one situation. I think the funding rates are being positive. Of course, that will increase the likelihood to the downside. So that is something that I'm watching. Open interest coming down with the price coming down. That's actually okay. Just shows us that the liquidity in contracts in the markets showing healthy signs. So that is actually good. If we have a look at the Bitcoin dominance, we actually saw a break of the declining resistance. So it looks like there will be a big move coming for Bitcoin very, very soon, either a rally or a dump, but volatility will come. Dixie looks like it wants to go up, which is not too good for the S&P 500. We get a sell signal over on the S&P 500 as well. Almost testing the lows, right? So if we were to lose these lows at 3,921, actually, guys, things could get a little bit ugly, or we could see price declines in all risk-on assets. So that means the S&P 500 continue to go down, Dixie going to go up, and Bitcoin going to go down together with the S&P 500. But as long as we haven't broken that support, we should not worry too much. We should just wait for that to occur. And I want to see where the Bitcoin CME futures is going to close, because probably at the close we are going to see Sunday night the Bitcoin CME futures open. So guys, that was my quick update of today. Earlier today I talked about Bitcoin being bullish because it looked like we had some strength right here, but of course, actually in hindsight, we just touched the middle of the channel. We got a rejection from there. We actually got a rejection from the middle of this bigger channel super precisely. Look at this, how exact we actually got that rejection. And that's just very interesting, because maybe this was the level there where Bitcoin is seeing a further retracement from, or maybe we can still break above the middle of the channel. That is really going to play out in the coming days after the weekend. I think the weekend will be slightly boring and price action will return at Sunday evening. So yeah, therefore don't expect too much during the weekend, and stay healthy and don't focus too much on price action during the weekend, because it will not anyway will not be too significant. That's what I think. Sometimes you also gotta take a little bit a break. However, if trading on the weekend is your thing, then why not? Just something, my 5 cents I wanted to share. Guys, that was it for today's upload. If you like it, make sure to smash up that thumbs up button. That is very much appreciated, guys. Very, very much. I wish every single one of you an awesome weekend. If you are still interested in joining WhaleAlerts, then you can do that just by signing up on Bybit, of course. This is a Telegram channel where I update you guys on certain things on the markets. And you can just join by submitting your user ID, email address, and Telegram handle, and you will be invited. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.